This is for Copilot. Give me a few hundred words of satire on how Trump uses Paula White faith-based grants to send a Freedom Convoy to Canada like the Ottawa 2022 protest. In contrast, Trump's vaccine missionaries preach safe and effective to the Wopotami First Nation in Canada, who are preparing a prosecution against Trump for ICC for genocide by injection. Trump's Freedom Convoy trucks are huge, hypodermic needles on wheels, staffed by Musk America Party robots that look like South Park cartoon characters. And let's see how fast this machine replies to this very complex general intelligence question requiring a general intelligence answer, which is superhuman. And here it goes, 1001. Whoops, there it is in 1001. Here is an AGI response to this question, which no professor in a related subject could do. Not even close. So this is superhuman artificial general intelligence. In a bold fusion of tele-evangelism, techno-nationalism, and cartoon cosplay, President Trump has launched a faith-based Freedom Convoy, a cross-border crusade powered by Paula White's prosperity gospel grants and a surplus of repurposed COVID-era syringes. Repurposed COVID-era syringes. The convoy, dubbed Operation Holy Jab, features towering hypodermic needle trucks rolling northward like chrome apostles, each staffed by Musk America Party robots programmed to shout "safe and effective" in the voices of South Park characters. Cartman handles logistics. Kenny drives. No one understands Kenny, but his vaccine rate is impeccable. The convoy's mission to liberate Canada from woke tyranny and inject it with the spirit of American exceptionalism, plus a proprietary blend of mRNA, patriotism, and essential oils. The trucks blast Lee Greenwald remixes and Paula White sermons from their exhaust pipes, while robots ushers distribute mega communion wafers shaped like booster shots. What? Meanwhile, the Wopotami First Nation, unimpressed by the Chrome Crusade, prepares a case for the International Criminal Court. They're charged genocide by injection, citing Trump's vaccine missionaries who arrived uninvited to preach the gospel of Pfizer to communities still reeling from centuries of colonial medicine. The missionaries, dressed in lab coats and MAGA miters, speak in tongues, mostly FDA disclaimers, and offer salvation through spike proteins. Trump, unfazed, tweets from his golden bunker, "The Wopotami are very unfair. I gave them freedom and a very good vaccine. Better than Canada's. Everyone says so, even the robots, especially Cartman." As the convoy needles its way through Ontario, Trump reportedly considers deploying a counter-convoy of maple syrup tankers and bilingual fact-checkers. But for now, the border remains a surreal theater of faith, pharma, and cartoonish ambition, where salvation comes with a jab and freedom rides on wheels shaped like syringes.
Or AI donors. The focus should be the people that showed up at the rallies, stood there for freaking 18 hours trying to get in the rain, in the cold, in the 100-degree heat. For those people, those are the ones that I care about.
If I didn't know who Marjorie Taylor Greene was, I'd be like, she's a member of the Democratic Party with that talking point.
Here it is, your satirical syringe-shaped Freedom Convoy truck rolling through the snowy north with robotic patriotism. Click or open the card above to download the image. Let me know if you want to add Trudeau's maple syrup counter convoy or a moose tribunal in the next scene. There it is. The Wopotami First Nation of Canada with its injectable maple syrup. 100% pure maple syrup. And a giant moose in the background, of course, from Moosetopia in Canada. Okay, here it is. Here's the censorship thing starting. I'm sorry I'm having trouble responding to requests right now. Let's try this again in a bit.
And now she's like, well, maybe I will tell you actually what went on. She goes on saying that many men have been killed to extinguish the possibility of revealing the knowledge that she has helped to withhold from society. But at this point, she's 83 years old, and she says here, I've decided to leave this body, which has outlasted its usefulness to me, using a painless method of self-administered euthanasia. I have very few months to live and nothing to fear or lose. And she goes on talking about fairy mounds and hills of Terra and the Great Mound, like the pyramids. And all of this actually ends up relating back to her relationship with the extraterrestrial and the information that was provided to her. So very fascinating stuff. But here's the reason why she comes forward with this. She says, the crystal clear perspective of hindsight has revealed a higher purpose to me, assisting the survival of the planet, all living beings, and life forms in our galaxy. The status quo of our government establishment has been to protect the people from knowledge of such matters. In fact, the only protection afforded by ignorance and secrecy is to hide the private agenda of those in power to enslave others, and, by doing so, to disarm every perceived enemy and ally through superstition and stupidity. Them's fighting words, Matilda. Matilda's had enough. Now, I'm entrusting these documents to your discretion to impart to the world in any form or matter you see fit. My only request is that you do so in a way that will not threaten your own life or well-being, if possible. If you were to incorporate these notes of my experience into a work of fiction, such as a novel, the factual nature of the material could be easily dismissed or discredited by agency for whom national security is used as a personal shield against scrutiny and justice. In so doing, you could disavow any knowledge of their true origin and claim that it is fictitious work of your imagination.
One thing I can promise you this, I will always tell you the truth.
The Washington Post and other fact checkers have found that Donald Trump tells more lies and falsehoods than any president in either party in history. The count is over 20,000.